In a small village, there was an old mansion known as the Haunted Mansion. It had been vacant for years, and people said that an invisible force resided there. The villagers were afraid to go near the mansion, especially at night. Ravi, a young man who had recently moved to the village from the city, did not believe these stories. He thought it was all just superstition. One day, he decided to uncover the mystery and reveal the truth about the haunted mansion. One night, Ravi entered the mansion with his camera and torch. The walls of the mansion were covered in dust and cobwebs. The floor was littered with old pictures and papers. Suddenly, Ravi's eyes fell on a large portrait. It was a picture of a family, a man, a woman, and a little girl. But the strangest thing was that all their faces were torn. As soon as Ravi touched the picture, he felt a cold gust of wind, and a dreadful silence enveloped him. Then he heard footsteps slowly approaching him. He shone his torch in that direction, but there was no one there. Suddenly, a woman's voice came from the picture. "Why have you come here?" Ravi's heart started pounding. He turned on his camera and looked around. Then he saw that the woman's eyes in the picture were staring at him. Terrified, Ravi stepped back and examined the picture closely. The woman's eyes now looked alive, and her lips began to move slowly. The woman said, "This house was ours, but one day, something terrible happened to us. We were trapped in this picture." Gathering his courage, Ravi asked, "How can I help you?" The woman replied, "There is a key behind the picture. It unlocks the room where we are imprisoned." Ravi turned the picture over and indeed found an old key. He decided to take the key and explore the other part of the mansion. He found an old door that no one had ever opened. Ravi inserted the key into the lock and opened the door. Behind the door was a small room with a strange light. As soon as Ravi entered, he saw the same man, woman, and little girl standing before him. The woman said, "Thank you. You have freed us. Now we can be released from this haunted mansion." Suddenly, the family turned into a glowing light and slowly disappeared. Ravi noticed that the mansion's walls and floor were now clean, as if the mansion had come back to life. He quickly ran outside and told the villagers about what had happened. At first, the villagers could not believe it, but when they saw the mansion clean and shining, they realized that Ravi had done something extraordinary. There was no longer anything scary in the mansion, and people began to move in and live there. Ravi proved that sometimes the truth hidden behind fear and superstition can be quite remarkable. Moral: sometimes the greatest courage is uncovering the truth hidden behind fear and superstition.